Thank you, everybody. How are you guys? That's good. Me too. I am trying to decide whether I want to be single or in a relationship. Now, when you're single, it's a lot like being unemployed. You say you really want a job, but you just want money. Because 2 weeks into the job, you're like, fuck, that's right. I hate working. Exactly the same in a relationship. 2 weeks in, you're like, fuck, that's right. I hate people. But I spend a lot of time with couples, and they're not an endorsement to get into a relationship. Just the fighting in public, in front of third parties. I'll go to lunch, and they'll just, and she's saying, tell him he's an idiot. He's your friend, tell him. I just came to lunch. She storms off. He starts trashing her to me. He's like, she's such a bitch. She's such a bitch. But I can't join in. I can't be like, yeah, she is a cunt. Yeah. Because if I do, the next fight they have, he'll be like, yeah, well, James thinks you're a cunt as well. Does he? But what's my alternative? Hanging out with single men. Oh, if you want to see delusion at its best, hang out with single men. They will rationalise anything, right? I went to a party with a buddy of mine recently. We see a couple there, friends of ours, and the girlfriend is just being sweet and polite to us, right? And this idiot's like, oh, mate, she's so up for it. Is she? She came to a party with her boyfriend, but she wants to fuck you. Same guy, right? If ever our friends get engaged, he's like, yeah, mate. But are they happy? Yeah, I think they are. Yeah. I think that's why they had this party. I don't think you're happy. Drives me crazy. But guys that are single love to call guys that are in relationships pussy whipped. You know, oh mate, he's so pussy whipped. Is he though? I've never really agreed with that term. Is he pussy whipped, or did he just spend his entire life alone and then one day, miraculously, some girl agreed to fuck him? And he's like, you know what? I might do some of the shit she says. This seems like a pretty reasonable exchange. I don't know if that's pussy whipped. That might be pussy smart. That might be pussy thinking ahead. Not sure it's pussy whipped. I love engagement parties. I love engagement rings. I love them because they expose my own arrogance. Every time I see a beautiful woman with an engagement ring, I'm immediately disappointed. I'm like, oh, like that was the only thing stopping me. But for that, I was in. I think we should all wear rings of some status, right? Even if you're only in a relationship 2-3 weeks, right? Because sometimes I'll be talking to girls or women, right? And 2-3 minutes into the conversation, they'll drop that bomb, oh, my boyfriend. And I'm like, oh. It's like getting to a restaurant and they're like, kitchen's closed. You're like, oh. I'm starving. I have been doing my research though. I've learnt this. The thing that women find most attractive in men is confidence, which I find hilarious, given that you have spent your entire lives just beating it out of us. At every opportunity. What I'm most scared of in a relationship, though, is conflict, right? And it's inevitable because women understand obligation and men shun it, but you love to inflict it upon us, right? But you pick your moments. You're very smart, right? You'll say things like, Wednesday, we've got to do this. And we're like, fuck. The rage is just starting, you know, like... Then we think anything can happen before Wednesday, you know? She could die, you know? Anyway, a couple days go by, and she goes for the reminder, don't forget Wednesday. I'm like, fuck. She's not dead. Day of comes, and they're like, don't forget tonight, and we snap. We're like, all right, fuck! You told me 3 fucking times! Biggest mistake we make, right? Snapping at trivial bullshit. Men argue in individual items. Women argue in bulk. Women have an amazing threshold for pain. They can go for weeks, years putting up with our mistakes. Right? Every time a woman says, it's okay, you know what that means? I'll get you. It's like watching a giant slingshot just constantly being pulled back with every mistake we make. We came home shit-faced and woke her up. Criticised her family. Tried to fuck one of her friends. This thing's cocked and loaded. It's ready to go. And you snap at some bullshit like, I don't want to go on Wednesday. She's like, really, motherfucker? And we're so stupid, we stand there going, where the fuck did all this come from? I gotta go. Thanks a lot.